I called the FBI repeatedly. The fact is, there's just too much. See, that's the thing, is that I can't function because there is too much to do in too little time. That's the problem everywhere. And then people make rules that eat up even more time, like you can't make phone calls during the day. Well, then I can't do what I need to do. I need to find another environment. Or, yeah, Sean, you can't pace. You're not allowed to pace. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to pace. Like, okay, what can I do? What am I allowed to do? So tonight when I called the FBI, tried to explain to them that I need a safe environment, they were assholes. And they weren't just assholes. They were pulling that entrapment bullshit. Like, I was trying to explain to them that I need a safe environment. But instead of providing me with a safe environment, well, hello, there's a police officer here.
What's that you doing, buddy?
Still breathing. How can I help you?
Well, Evan, get your hands out of your pockets, first of all. You keep calling some 800 number saying you want to hurt yourself?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, we keep getting calls from the lady who says she's getting calls from you saying you want to hurt yourself and then you want people
No,
to kill
sir,
you.
I'm trying to turn in the FBI to the FBI, and they didn't want to have anything to do with it.
You're trying to turn the FBI into the FBI.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm autistic, so a lot of really bad stuff happened to me, and law enforcement took advantage of my disabilities, and I was just in contact with the FBI trying to turn in these multiple situations that I've been in
Put
since
your
then.
foot on, make sure you ain't got no weapons on you, okay? Because they're saying that you want to hurt yourself.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sir, I told them I'm not. I'm not trying to hurt myself, sir.
I'm just checking for my safety here.
Well, I'm not doing anything wrong. I wasn't threatening to hurt anybody. I was trying to turn people in. I'm not trying to hurt myself. That's what I'm telling you, is that I'm not trying to hurt myself.
Where you living at, Sean?
I'm homeless.
This guy here,
He's a friend of mine.
does he stay here sometimes?
Yes, sir. I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm trying to turn in law enforcement, and you guys do this every time I try to turn in law enforcement.
If you call and say you want to die and you want someone to kill you,
That's not what I'm telling them at all. I was telling them that people have done a lot of really bad stuff to me, and instead of taking my police report and looking at the evidence, I get put in this situation. All right, this is what happens every time I try to tell an officer what's going on. I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm not threatening to hurt myself. I'm letting them know what it is that's going on. Anyway, like I was about to say, that officer, or that FBI agent that I was talking to, the first one, he kept repeating the same thing over and over again. Well, where are you at? Are you sure you haven't talked to the police yet? Are you sure you haven't talked to the police? I was like, dude, you've asked me that 4 times. No, I haven't talked to the police. And then they wanted to know where I was at in order to help me to get to a safe place. But they're not understanding that a safe place for someone who's autistic is not the same as somebody needing a fucking suicide watch. They need to stop pulling this bullshit. They need to stop exploiting my disabilities to prevent me from turning in officers. This is bullshit, and this isn't okay. It's not okay that I'm in the middle of the street in a small town in Virginia, outside of somebody's house, with 2 officers making a big scene because I'm trying to turn in officers. That's the point. You see these vehicles right here? These are police vehicles. You see that guy there? That's a police officer. This right here, they're trying to put me on a suicide watch BS. I don't need suicide watch. I need someone to take my report. Yes, sir.
So you called, you ever received a call and explained that you were
Well,
or you have any thoughts of hurt yourself, anybody else?
Sir, I never have thoughts of hurting anybody. I'm trying to protect myself. I'm trying to get evidence into the hands of someone who can actually look at it, instead of being railroaded because police don't want to do their job.
Well, possibly a better way of going about that is not calling the FBI hotline at 3:30 in the morning. All right, if you got some substantial evidence about something, maybe you need to go a little more conventional route, okay?
I went the conventional route. That's the problem, is that because of the slander against me and because I had spoken out against police for years before the police did these things and before Natalie was killed, I mean, it's been 3 years of terror, sir.
Well, I don't know about your past experience with law enforcement, but we're just here to check, make sure you're okay, man. You're not thinking about hurting yourself, nobody else, correct?
Sir, I never think about hurting people. That's not who I am.
Well, how about this? At 3:30 in the morning, your friend says he's fine for you to come in there and go to sleep. You want to just call it a night and be done with it?
Yeah.
And quit calling these people. I mean, because right now it's not going to do any good. Maybe, tomorrow morning you can try to get a hold of somebody.
It doesn't do any good ever. That's the problem, is that I'm at risk. That's not the same as saying that I'm going to hurt myself. I'm not at risk because of anything that I did. I'm at risk because of slander and because of harassment and because of assaults from other people.
Well, all the furthermore reason, go inside and go to bed now, okay? Because it's a lot safer in there than it is walking around.
Can I get your cards? Officer Cardi?
So,
My last public pretender's last name was Cardi.
public what?
Public pretender?
Oh, play on words.
Well, it's like a public defender, but they don't defend people. Can I get yours as well? What's your name?
Boston.
Boston? Thank you, Officer Boston.
Good, huh?
Thank you, John.
Man, good night. Call it a night, okay? Take your nap.
Tomorrow, y'all be safe.
What a bunch of assholes.